Challengers is directed by Luca Guadagnino. I hope I pronounced that director's name wrong. I apologise if I say that wrongly correctly. This is a romantic sports film. The plot follows a tennis champion player named Art Dawson, played by Mike Faist, who plots a comeback with the help of his wife Tashi, played by Zendaya, a former tennis prodigy who retired after an injury, as he goes up against another player named Patrick, Josh O'Connor, who also happens to be his former best friend and his wife's former lover. Now, going into this film, I was really curious about this movie. I was really intrigued because from the trailers I thought it was actually quite interesting, even though I'm not really a big sports fan. And funny thing is, this is a third Spider-Man's girlfriend doing tennis. You don't wear Kirsten Dunst from Wimbledon. Battle of the Sexes with Emma Stone. Zendaya is now doing challengers. How insane is that? Spider-Man girlfriends from the incarnations of Spider-Man movies playing tennis. So going into this, I am so kind of curious to see this film. I saw this last night at my local showcase cinema and cider screening, and I will say this film is actually quite interesting. This is a very heart-pounding, intense, really saucy, sexy type of sports film. And when I say sexy, this film has tons of saucy, really hot stuff in this film, because it's not the point where it makes you feel comfortable. It doesn't make you go, oh, okay, that's a bit of a interesting one. But it does the way it serves the purpose of the story. It wasn't shoved in to the point where it felt unfit to the story or the characters or the overall setting of this film. And what Luca Guadagnino's directing did, it definitely felt really natural to the story and what the direction given these actors and all the setting he's given in, which is, I thought it was really well done. It was really well filmed and very well acted, especially for these actors. Zendaya, she has proven herself ever since doing part 2, outside her role as MJ in the MCU, is in the Spider-Man films with her co-star Tom Holland. And of course, we do have other two actors, Mike Faist and Josh O'Connor. Both are great, and they both give overall their chemistry together, along with Zendaya. Their chemistry and of course their romantic relationship going into this is really, really well affected and really well acted. Because we do get these certain flashbacks or certain weeks before the finals or the years before the final, how Art and Patrick were friends, and of course how they met Tashi, and of course you start to see their rivalry for their relationship and the lover for them. And it's just really, really hot stuff going on, and the moment they build up to that, it does lead into how it all happens, how they all come crumbling down for them. In a certain way, it does make you think about these characters very well. You make it hard to relate to them because there's so many stuff going back and forth for certain flashbacks. But it does pick up the pace a little bit. It did feel like it kind of made you lose your way a little bit of the story, but it does make you engaged on what's going to happen leading up to its big rivalry challenge, which I really, really liked, and I thought that was really well handled. And of course, the music score, which is absolutely bangers to hear, even the Dolby surround sound, which is actually really, really good. I really like the Dolby surround sound, the music, the score, and just the beat, the sound, the film, and the high tense. And some of the camera work in this film is absolutely bonkers, because you are point of view of a ball when the ball bounces around, especially towards the climax, where there are two characters going up face to face, and you see the tennis ball going forward and back, point of view, before it goes into a bird's eye view, which I thought that was well handled. I don't know how they done that. That was absolutely well shot, well directed, and I thought that was a really good directing choice there, and I really liked that. I will say a couple of negatives about this one. I will say the pacing did feel a little bit slow at times. It did kind of drag to certain areas and certain scenes. It did feel like it did kind of went on a little bit. I did say, okay, can we pick up the pace a little bit, because it started to get a little bit boring. But for the most part, I was engaged from the story, and I did get lost a couple of times with certain stuff, like with certain scenes, the flashbacks. It does feel like jumping around a little bit. It does feel like a bit unfocused, but over time I did kind of get used to it. I did kind of get into the story where it's going. But over time, I did appreciate this film. Now, I don't think this film will be for everyone, but I will say this film It is definitely worth your time. I would say I do recommend you guys checking this out because you will be surprised by this movie. You might love it. You probably will say it's a great film. I do think, in terms of cinematography wise, I can see this as an Oscar nomination. I don't think it will win, but I can definitely see it. I can definitely see an Oscar nomination for that, for certain scenes and certain shots. I would definitely want to see that one. I'm going to give Challengers an A-. Guys, I do recommend you guys checking this film out. It is definitely worth your time. Comment down below and tell me what you think of Challengers. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Or do you think it's alright? Or do you hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. And overall, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. Until next time, see ya!